Hi, I'm Jennifer Maxwell, the wedding coach, and today I wanted to talk to you, the planner, about teamwork. We all know the acronym, Together Everyone Achieves More, and it's really true. And in this case, I wanted to remind you that, when you're first starting out, there's a pressure to feel like you have to know everything that there is to know about wedding planning. But the reality is we don't, and we'll never know all of the millions of things that there is to know about wedding planning. And as we go along and we learn some more, we kind of take the lessons we've learned and we tuck them in our tool belt and we broaden our scope of experience as we go. However, there are things that we'll never know. For example, I would never imagine telling a photographer how best to capture a shot, whether it's with proper lighting or f-stops or composition, whatever it might be. There's an example one time when I was working with a client and the floor plan was all laid out as it typically is in advance, but it just didn't quite work once it was set up. And we realized in the moment that, you do your best, but everything isn't to scale all the time. And that the bar was set up in the wrong spot of the room, and it was a little too close to the band. And we realized it just is going to be a little bit more confusion. So we made a last minute executive decision, and it was in the contract that the venue has the right to make last minute decisions as needed. And we switched things around, and we ended up putting the bar in a different spot, and it was beautiful. It worked beautifully. And the bride did notice, of course, and we discussed it later and what our reasons were about that, reasons were for that. And one of the things I wanted to say was that the venue coordinator and I, we kind of looked it over. We realized that there was going to be a bit of a flow issue, and we made the executive decision to do the best thing for the client, for the event in the moment. And so I want you to lean on the people that know their space best and know things that maybe you don't know as you're going into things, or at the very least, work together with the person that you're going to be side by side with and come to the best conclusion that you can come together on. And you need to present a united front to your bride, because sometimes brides or couples might say, well, this is what I really want, and you might feel the pull to say the bride really wants this. But let's be honest and fair here. How many times has this bride done major events or been a bride before? Not likely ever, maybe once, who knows, but they're not going to have the same kind of experience that the venue coordinator or yourself, even if you're new, would have when it comes to making decisions that pertain to good flow or whatever it might be. So I just want that to be your key takeaway today. Don't feel like you have to know everything when you're going into starting off your wedding planning business. Lean on the people that have done this before, that are experienced in areas that you're not experienced in. Come together as a team and present a united front if decisions have to be made last minute, so that you can justify them and feel right about justifying any last minute changes, even if it wasn't what the bride needed or wanted in terms of the contract that you might have had. There sometimes things have to change, and it's usually for the better if you can make executive decisions. So just come together as a team, lean on the people that have experience more than you do, and trust the people. If they say it's not going to work for whatever reason, you have expertise in your area, trust the people that have expertise in their area, and work together with them. Because the reality is this, that although your clients are your clients, your true clients are the people that you work with regularly over and over again. If you're going to make an appearance at that venue or work with that photographer again, you want to make sure that you've got a good relationship, because those are your repeat clients, not necessarily the couple. So that's my tip for the day. If you need to have any more tips or tricks, check out my website at theweddingcoach.ca.